If you watch my last few videos, you already know how powerful it is to start small with habit stacking and why the compound effect turns those small actions into unstoppable momentum. But here's one more piece to this puzzle, and without it, none of the other tools matter. You have to do the thing. You have to do the thing. Sounds simple, right? You're almost like, what? What is she saying? But how many times have you waited until you felt ready? How many times have you researched, planned, and overthought, planned it in your schedule, in your diary, said, Monday I'm doing it, tomorrow I'm doing it, and then you've done nothing? Well, that stops today. Hi, I'm Marina Popper, founder of the AP Method, and if you're ready to do life, love, and success in a way that actually gets you results, this video and this channel is for you. So let's dive in. Now, before we get into the science, I want to say this. You don't need to be ready. You do not need to have it all figured out. You just need to start, because starting is what creates the clarity, the confidence, and the momentum you've been waiting for. If you've been following this series, you already learned how stacking small habits rewires your brain. You've learned how the compound effect turns those habits into exponential results. Now it's time for the step that ties it all together: action, even when it's imperfect and when you don't feel ready. And if you stick with me until the end, I'll give you 3 science-backed principles that prove why action beats overthinking every time, plus 3 tools and 3 specific actions you can take today at the end of this video to get unstuck if you have been stuck. And yes, if you want to go deeper, my Freedom Formula workshop is where we turn this into a structured transformation. The link is in the description. Now let's talk about why we hesitate. Most people overthink because their brain is wired for survival, not success. Your brain's job is kind of boring. It's not to make you happy, it's to keep you safe. And change feels unsafe, even when it's good for you. So your brain feeds you thoughts like, wait until it's the right time, do more research, make a perfect plan first, you don't want to be embarrassed, you don't want to fail. Now, it's not because you're lazy or unmotivated or there's something wrong, it's because you're human. But here's the truth: the longer you stay in your head, the less you move forward in real life. So how do we break this? Well, it's that obvious. We take action. Now, not big, scary action. We take small, decisive, immediate action. And the science backs this up. Mel Robbins discovered something simple but powerful. If you have an impulse to act on a goal, you have about 5 seconds before your brain talks you out of it. If you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and move, you bypass the overthinking part of your brain and drop straight into action. Now, this is not motivation, it's neuroscience. The second thing I want to talk about is how in psychology, there's a concept called behavioral activation. It's used to treat depression, but it applies to anyone stuck in inaction. The idea is this: action comes before motivation. You don't wait to feel like doing it. You do it first and the motivation follows. Now, this flips everything you've been told on its head, because the truth is clarity and confidence are results of action. They don't come before it. And the third thing I want to talk to you about is the Zeigarnik effect. I think I say this right. Now, this one's fascinating. Research shows that your brain hates unfinished tasks. When you start something, even a tiny piece of it, your brain keeps nudging you to finish. This is why starting, even badly, is the hardest and most important step. Once you start, your brain takes over and pushes you to keep going. Now, I want you to imagine what happens when you combine this with what we covered in the last few videos. You stack a small habit, you repeat it until it compounds. Then, instead of waiting to feel ready, you take immediate action, and you try and do this every single time. Now, this is part of transformation, and it's so important and so foundational that it will literally change your life if you start to implement this. And I want to share some personal proof. When I started filming these videos, I wanted everything to be perfect. I waited, and I thought I needed the perfect camera, the perfect lighting, the perfect script. But if I had waited for all of that, I would still be sitting on the idea. Instead, I started with what I had. It was messy, it was rubbish. It's still not perfect now, but I hit record. It wasn't perfect, but that one decision to just do the thing changed everything. And right now, even though I'm not exactly where I'm aiming to be in the long run, I'm so much further along than if I had stayed and overthought the whole thing and never pressed record or posted. And I got better. I got better on camera, I got clearer, I found my voice, I found my niche, and now I teach the same principle to every client that I coach. Now, here's another example. When I switched my morning scroll to visualization, I didn't start with a 1-hour routine. I just did it for 5 minutes. I didn't wait until I knew the best method or read every book on manifestation. I just remember hearing about scripting and I was like, right, okay, let me do some form of something like that. I found a guided meditation and I did it. That literally was all. That tiny action then rewired my mornings completely, and I fine-tuned that process, but that's all I did to start with. This is what I want you to see. You just don't have to leap like this huge mountain way. You just have to move and do something as small as it may be. Now let's make it practical. Here are 3 tools that will help you stop overthinking and start the doing. Number 1 is the 5-second launch. So next time you catch yourself hesitating, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just do the thing. This is what I do when I do my cold showers. I'm going to be totally honest with you. So, whatever you're doing, open that document, send 1 email, start the workout, do 5 minutes. Your brain won't have time to argue. Tool number 2, the 2-minute start. Now, I borrowed this from habit science. Commit to just 2 minutes. Write for 2 minutes, clean for 2 minutes, walk for 2 minutes. 2 minutes gets you moving, and once you're in motion, you'll likely keep going and actually end up enjoying it. Don't quote me on it, but a lot of the things you'll end up enjoying. Tool number 3, the public commitment. This is a biggie and it took me a while and this was a push for me, but declare it. Tell someone. Comment below on this video. Research from the Dominican University of California shows that people who write down their goals and share them are 65% more likely to follow through. So don't just think it, say it out loud and say it proudly. Now, here are 3 actions I want you to take right now. As soon as you finish this video, pick 1 task you've been putting off. Something small, but something that is meaningful and you've been meaning to do. Action 2, you're going to use the 5-second rule. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just do it. Don't think, just move, get going with it. Action 3, when you're done, comment below and tell me what you did. Now celebrate it, sharing with the community in here. Be proud of it because small wins are the fuel of transformation. And I don't care how small the thing is. I literally, if you right now get up and do a 5-minute walk, or if you write 1 paragraph in the book that you've always dreamt of writing, or if you just have a glass of water because you live your life dehydrated to the max, that's good enough, okay? Keep that habit going. Do it every day. Do it for 7 days and share it below. Tell me how you feel because I guarantee that you won't be able to look back and it's not going to be something you regret doing. So here's your invitation. Stop waiting and start doing. And if you're ready for a clear plan that takes you from overthinking to unstoppable action, then join my Freedom Formula workshop. We'll take everything from this series, habit stacking, the compound effect, all of this beautiful stuff, and we're going to turn it into a transformational map you can actually take away and start following straight away, because you are one decision away from changing your entire life. Not tomorrow, not next week, just right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.